Hi, my name's Madison Richards, and today I'm going to speak about my writing for PR class that was taught by Professor Arshia Anwar. There are three main parts that I'm going to discuss today: content, knowledge, and application. The two theory-based books were The Muse Learns to Write and Philosophical Leisure. The application-based were Strategic Writing and Sin and Syntax. The knowledge that I learned from these four books not only deepened my understanding of public relations, but also showed me the type of tasks that I would be required to complete in my future career. From the book Philosophical Leisure, I learned the importance of leisure time in your personal life. Prior to reading this book, I didn't really understand the difference between recreation and leisure time. Recreation is usually an activity such as video games or watching TV where you're more lazy, you're doing mindless activities. It doesn't require a lot of attention. You don't have to be as engaged. Whereas with philosophical leisure, you're doing something that's beneficial for yourself. Usually you're focusing on something that's artistic, like reading or writing or painting. These activities nourish your soul and they really enhance you as a person. You're allowing yourself to grow. Then in a work setting, I learned the importance of storytelling. I learned this message from The Muse Learns to Write and Sin and Syntax. Storytelling isn't just saying something that's funny to one of your friends or sharing a crazy story from the weekend. Sometimes it's just how you present yourself that's intriguing and gets people to follow along with you. So this is very important when you're in internships or after graduation in your career, when you're in a meeting and you're presenting a pitch, or you just have an idea that you want to share with coworkers. You need to be attractive and appealing when you speak to get them to follow along and to believe in your message as well, and also believe in you as a person. It's not just enough to say clearly what you're thinking. You need to do it in a way that's crafted and is appealing. More specifically, The Muse Learns to Write expressed to me how crucial it is to know your medium as well as your audience when you're presenting or just working in general, because you have to mold your message according to mediums and the audience. If you're speaking to friends, you're going to speak more casually, versus if you're speaking to professionals in a specified industry, then you may incorporate some jargon into your message that they would understand as well as appreciate. After reading Sin and Syntax, I realized that you must vary your tone and style according to your audience in order to be successful as a public relations professional, and honestly, even just in communication in general. Now I'll speak about the 8 applications that I completed over the course of the semester. There were writing applications that really stood out to me individually. I saw how they impacted me personally, also in professional settings. It's something that I'll carry with me through the rest of my career at Manhattan College with all my communications courses. And I also can see how these applications will benefit me after graduation in my future career. Applications that really stood out to me. One being the resume and job letter, the second, the pitch and news release, then the newsletter, the blog post. I was so happy when one of our first applications was the resume and job letter, because for the spring semester, I was applying for a ton of internships and I honestly didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to write a great cover letter that would secure me an internship. I didn't know what I wanted to include on my resume since it can only be one page. What was the most important? How do I want it to look visually? There was just a lot of unknowns going into the whole internship process. So having this being one of our first applications starting off the semester was great. It really helped me. I polished off my resume. I now have a cover letter that I can use to apply to summer internships as well as all other ones. All I have to do is tweak it to the according job position that I'm applying for. Then in class, we crafted a pitch and news release, which was also super helpful in my spring internship. One of the first tasks that I was given in my internship was to send out pitches to various media outlets, And at first I was really nervous. I didn't know what to write about. And then the next week in class, we went over how to make mock pitches, news releases. We did it for somebody who was visiting campus, and we were writing to the Quadrangle's editor saying that we wanted this as a featured news story and if they would publish it in the Quadrangle, which was really great because then I got to go back to my internship, fix the pitch that I had created, and not only was I happy that I had this new skill, but my boss was happy that I had learned to do this without her having to take the time to teach me. So that was another great benefit from one of the applications that we did in class. The next application that we were given was a newsletter. The prompt for the newsletter was that it was going to be for the comm department's semesterly newsletter community. So we had to write a piece that had to do with something going on in the communications department. So I chose the PRSSA National Assembly. As the vice president of PRSSA, I wanted to write about something I could personally connect with and I could also use for my advantage after the course. So I wrote about the PRSSA National Assembly, who my friend Paula went to. We chose her as our delegate. She's PRSSA's historian at the moment. And it was really great to be able to write the piece and include pictures of her and then be able to bring the piece to our PRSSA meetings and show all the members what she was able to do when she was at the assembly. And then I was given the honor of being chosen to have my piece in the community newsletter. So now it's something that I'll be able to show future employers about something that I am active in, as well as demonstrating my writing abilities. The next writing assignment that Dr. Anwar had us complete was a blog post that was geared for Manhattan college students going on spring break. We were writing to inform them about a place that was both fun and affordable. I really found this assignment super fun and relatable because it was right around spring break, and I actually had just traveled abroad to Argentina for a study abroad trip over winter break. So I got to write about my personal experience, explain my travels, and include pictures of myself. It's great to have that now and kind of look back as almost a journal entry about my trip. And I also could use the assignment as a writing sample for interviews that I go on so that future employers can really see not only my style, but the types of things that I'm passionate about and how much I really enjoy traveling. So I'm really glad that we got to do the blog post as one of our applications. Now for a change of pace, I'm going to speak about the speaking application that I completed in my Writing for PR course. We were given the assignment to compose a speech that we hypothetically would be giving to prospective students on the quad, in which we would be persuading them as to why Manhattan College is the perfect location so close to New York City. So I wrote the speech about my 3 reasons of how there's amazing internships, there's a lot of activities, and New York City can actually be pretty affordable for college students. Not only did I have practice writing a speech, but I also got to see visually how you would construct a speech on paper, how you need the bigger font and spacing, you have to include gestures that you would use while speaking. And the assignment also taught me the importance of tone, how you want to be conversational, but you also at the same time don't want to be too casual, you don't want to use slang, you want to make sense, you want to be easy to follow, but again, you don't want to be inappropriate. Having practice writing a speech also related back to my PRSSA meetings and interviews. Whenever I'm at my PRSSA meetings, I'm doing a lot of public speaking. Even though I'm not on a stage in front of hundreds of people, I'm still up in front of everyone and I need to be organized when I'm speaking. I have to be engaging so that the members understand what I'm asking of them and they're also interested in what I'm offering and what I'm trying to get across. And then for interviews, this relates back to the storytelling aspect. You are really trying to get the person to hire you. So in a way, you're really selling yourself. You want to talk in a manner that's professional and formal, but you also don't want to be stuffy. You want them to be able to relate to you, to see that you're a person that they could see themselves working with, engaging with, having things in common with. Speech wasn't just something that I could only use in the classroom. I really could use it in my clubs, in work settings, as well as with my friends in various aspects of my life. Overall, this course has helped me transition from the classroom to the real world. The theory-based books has strengthened my understanding of public relations, and all of the applications I completed and the application-based books that I read prepare me for work in the public relations field. I hope this video has helped inform you about writing for PR and all that it can offer you.